Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Again, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
43, 43.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And their first down, Chiefs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for him. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the Trade Express.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Monday, down. 185.
Good track, good track.
From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix them.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Carr. This will be caught by Brown. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 13. Check.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
We got double up. Charlie, check.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 26.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Raiders' 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 43, 15. Slam. General, fast. Under 10. 10.
On the ground, this is Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
What we got? Yellow. Watch out. Attack. Press down. At 25 the mark. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, I'm up there.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Mike down. 280. I got it. Kill.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Wahoo! Hey, watch the slant. Switch!
Throwing again. Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Spencer Ware, an 80-yard touchdown. Where the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Express.
Throwing his car on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Carr now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr finds Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Caught by Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now. 180. We're good. We're good. You ready?
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check. Yellow. 55, my God, 55.
From the 44, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes now on 1st down. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. High throw, but the catch is made. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Carr now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your deep.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 36, Carr. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Let's go, Blue Lady. Check. 55 to Mike. Attack. Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. The 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Once again, it's Jacobs. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Echo.
Carr going to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw his Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Now Carr in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And they take a knee.